In one of the most dangerous waterways on Earth, a single mistake could trigger something far bigger than anyone expects. The Strait of Hormuz isn't just a narrow stretch of water. At its tightest point, it's only about 21 miles wide, but through that space flows nearly a fifth of the world's oil. Which means this isn't just a location on a map. It's a pressure point for the entire global economy. And it's a place where tensions never really disappear. They just wait. U.S. Navy destroyers operate in these waters as part of ongoing efforts to counter naval mine threats. On the surface, that might sound routine, but nothing about mine warfare in this region is routine. Because this isn't just about removing explosives from the seabed. It's about keeping one of the most critical trade routes on Earth open, while operating under constant observation. And the question that always lingers is simple. What happens if something goes wrong? Among the ships deployed to this region are destroyers like the USS Michael Murphy and the USS Frank E. Peterson, Jr. Both are Arleigh Burke-class ships, some of the most advanced surface combat vessels ever built. Each one stretches over 500 feet in length, displacing close to 9,000 tons, equipped with Aegis radar systems, Tomahawk cruise missiles, SM-2 and SM-6 interceptors, and layered defensive weapons designed for high-intensity conflict. These ships are built for war. Air defense, missile interception, anti-submarine operations. But here's the catch. They're not built to clear mines. So why are they here? Because in a minefield, the most dangerous job isn't always destroying the threat. It's surviving long enough for someone else to do it. These destroyers act as floating command centers. They provide protection, coordination, situational awareness. They track aerial and surface threats. They secure the area, and they make sure the slower, more vulnerable mine-clearing units can actually operate. Because those units are exposed. And out here, nothing goes unnoticed. Iran has spent decades building the ability to monitor activity in this region. Fast attack craft patrol the waters, drones observe from above, coastal radar systems track movement across the horizon. Everything is being watched. So imagine this, a U.S. destroyer moving carefully through a potentially mined channel, helicopters sweeping the water from above, unmanned systems scanning below the surface, and somewhere beyond visual range, unknown forces tracking every move. How long does a situation like that stay under control? This is where things become more complex than most people realize, because clearing naval mines isn't a single method, it's a layered process, and every layer comes with risk. One of the most precise methods is direct neutralization. This involves remotely operated systems, often called mine neutralization vehicles, small underwater robots equipped with explosive charges. They move slowly, carefully. They locate the mine, identify it, approach it, place a charge beside it, and then retreat before detonation. It's controlled, it's accurate, it minimizes collateral damage, but it's also slow. And while that operation is happening, the ships coordinating it remain in the area, waiting, exposed. So the question becomes, how much time do you really have? Then there are aerial mine countermeasures. Helicopters like the MH-53E Sea Dragon are designed specifically for this mission. Massive aircraft capable of towing specialized equipment through the water. Sonar systems, magnetic sleds, acoustic generators. These tools either detect mines or trigger them from a safe distance. The advantage is speed. A helicopter can scan miles of water far faster than any ship. But speed comes with uncertainty. Sea conditions can interfere, equipment can miss targets, and modern mines aren't always simple. Some are designed to ignore certain signals, to wait, to choose their moment. So even after a sweep, is the area really clear? Some mines are anchored beneath the surface, connected to the seabed by cables. To counter these, specialized equipment is dragged through the water to cut those lines. Once released, the mine rises to the surface, visible, exposed, and that's when it can be destroyed, using machine guns, naval cannons, or controlled explosives. It's a method that's been used for decades, and it still works. But modern minefields are rarely that simple. Some of the most dangerous mines don't require contact at all. They respond to changes in their environment, sound, pressure, magnetic fields. Instead of targeting them directly, forces simulate a ship passing overhead, creating the same signature a real vessel would produce, tricking the mine into detonating early. It's efficient. It can clear large areas quickly, but it's not predictable. What if a mine is programmed to wait, to ignore the first signal, or the second? Now you're dealing with logic. Unmanned underwater vehicles have become a critical part of modern mine warfare. They scan the seabed with high-resolution sonar, identify suspicious shapes, classify objects, and sometimes carry charges to destroy them. They reduce the need for divers. They keep crews at a safer distance. But they're not perfect. Signal interference, complex terrain, heavy maritime traffic, all of it makes their job harder. And in the Strait of Hormuz, that complexity increases dramatically. There's also a final step many people don't think about: destruction. If a mine is detected visually or brought to the surface, ships like the USS Michael Murphy or the USS Frank E. Peterson Jr. can engage it directly, using heavy machine guns, 25mm autocannons, and even their 5-inch naval guns. It's not the primary method, but it's fast, and sometimes speed is everything. Alongside these destroyers are specialized vessels, Avenger-class mine countermeasure ships, built specifically for this mission, non-magnetic hulls, advanced sonar, the ability to deploy multiple drones and sweeping systems at once. They are slower, lightly armed, but in a minefield, they are essential, and they depend on protection, which brings us back to the destroyers. Because this isn't just a military operation, it's a global one. The Strait of Hormuz is critical not just for the United States, but for Europe, Asia, and global energy markets. Countries like the United Kingdom and France have experience in mine countermeasure operations. Many operate similar vessels. Many have worked together in the past. So if tensions rise, does this remain a single operation, or does it expand? Because the stakes are global. And then there's the scenario no one wants to face. Modern naval mines don't just explode on contact. Some detonate beneath a ship, creating a massive gas bubble, lifting the hull, then dropping it. That sudden stress can bend steel, break structure, cripple a vessel in seconds. Destroyers are built to survive damage: reinforced hulls, compartmentalization, advanced firefighting systems, highly trained crews. In many cases, they can take a hit and stay afloat. But survival doesn't mean safety. A serious mine strike can disable propulsion, flood compartments, trigger fires, force evacuation, and in the worst-case scenario, it can sink the ship. Which means every movement in these waters carries weight. Every decision matters. Because in a place like this, it doesn't take much. One mine, one miscalculation, and everything changes.